Aaron Kaufman was a mechanic that fans loved. He worked closely with Richard Rawlings on Fast and Loud. The show was doing well, and Aaron was becoming very popular. But then, Aaron left the show when it was doing its best. So the big question is, why did this famous pair split? Did Aaron leaving have anything to do with the show eventually ending? What's Aaron Kaufman up to now? In this video, we are going to answer all three questions that fans have been asking about Aaron Kaufman. Keep watching to find out more. Aaron left Gas Monkey Garage in 2017, which made many fans sad and curious about why he left. People talked a lot about it because Aaron was a favorite on Fast and Loud, and his leaving was a big deal. But in reality TV, things are never simple. Sometimes what happens behind the scenes is just as interesting as what you see on TV. It wasn't just Aaron who left the garage at that time. Two other guys, Tom Smith and Jordan Butler, also decided to leave. Their leaving had to do with a problem involving a fan and one of Richard Rawlings' fancy cars, a Rolls-Royce. Once, a fan with cystic fibrosis came to the garage just to take pictures of Rawlings' cool cars. But things got bad when the manager there was rude to the fan. The fan and the manager argued, and Tom Smith tried to stop them. But it didn't work, and both Tom Smith and Jordan Butler lost their jobs at Gas Monkey Garage. But Tom Smith and Jordan Butler didn't stay without a job for long. They got back on TV in a show called Misfit Garage. This show was like Fast and Loud, so fans who loved Tom and Jordan were happy to see them on TV again. Changing from one show to another allowed them to show off their car skills and personalities in a new way. But like with any behind-the-scenes story on reality TV, there's often more going on than what you see. Viewers knew Aaron Kaufman had left, and Tom Smith and Jordan Butler had joined Misfit Garage, but the real reasons behind these changes weren't always straightforward. You'd have to hear it from Aaron Kaufman himself to understand why. Aaron openly discussed in an interview with Art of Gears why he left Fast and Loud and Gas Monkey Garage. He explained that it was a mix of things, like not agreeing on creative ideas and how TV works changing. He wanted to work on bigger car projects, which didn't fit with what the show wanted. They wanted to build smaller cars fast for TV, but Aaron liked making bigger, more special ones. Besides not agreeing on creative matters, personal problems and work arguments made things even more complicated. Aaron Kaufman wanted more freedom to be creative, so he left Gas Monkey Garage and Fast and Loud. This was a big moment for the show and meant the end of a special time for the series. When Aaron told his boss and friend Richard Rawlings about leaving Fast and Loud in 2017, it was an emotional moment for fans who liked their relationship. Even though Aaron cared about the Gas Monkey Garage team, leaving changed how he worked on cars. He started doing things his way, exploring new ideas in custom car building. He was busy building cars. In fact, he wanted to go in a new direction where he could do what he wanted creatively. Even though Aaron liked working at Gas Monkey Garage, he felt like the TV show and how fast they had to work didn't leave him much room to be creative. So he decided to go his own way. Leaving Gas Monkey Garage showed that Aaron Kaufman and Richard Rawlings had different ideas about their work. Even though they had been friends and worked together for a long time, the business made it clear they had different ways of doing things. Rawlings was the boss, so he had a big say in how things went at the garage. Both Aaron and Richard were really creative, but they cared a lot about the kind of work they loved doing. Aaron especially wanted the freedom to work on detailed and fancy custom cars. He was really creative and good with machines. One thing that bothered Aaron at Gas Monkey Garage was how the TV show producers always gave them strict deadlines. Deadlines were important to keep the episodes on time, but Aaron wanted more freedom to take his time and make the cars just right. He thought these strict deadlines stopped him from making the cars as good as he wanted them to be. Aaron Kaufman felt like the TV show's deadlines stopped him from doing his best work and reaching his creative goals. This disagreement over how fast and how to work on cars was one reason he decided to leave Gas Monkey Garage and Fast and Loud. Even though they stopped working together, Aaron Kaufman and Richard Rawlings stayed friends. It was surprising, But Kaufman and Rawlings still had a strong friendship and kept in touch. This showed that they could keep their personal friendship separate from their work disagreements and still respect each other. After leaving Gas Monkey Garage, people wondered what Aaron Kaufman would do next. He didn't waste any time and started his own place called Archite Fabrication. He wanted to have complete control over what he made. In 2017, he opened Archite Fabrication to customers, starting a new part of his career. At Archite Fabrication, Kaufman could do whatever he wanted creatively. He worked on different projects, making parts for trucks and building special cars he always wanted to make. Doing these projects made him really happy and excited, making him love custom car building even more. At Archite Fabrication, Aaron Kaufman had a special focus on old Ford F-Series pickup trucks, especially the Ford F-100 models. He really cared about these trucks and wanted to make them even better, showing how much he respected the history of Ford trucks. People could see how careful he was with every detail of his work, which made him known as a real expert. Aaron Kaufman's skills and new ideas for changing cars kept people interested. In 2018, he went back to TV with his own show called Shifting Gears with Aaron Kaufman. The show ran for 2 seasons and let people see what Kaufman really loved, working on big car projects. It showed how much he wanted to keep trying new things in custom car building and let more people see what he could do. Even though Aaron Kaufman had some problems with TV crews while he was on Fast and Loud, he didn't mind having the Discovery Channel film his new work at Archite Fabrication. But there were clear differences in how they filmed Shifting Gears compared to Fast and Loud. Fast and Loud had to fit everything about a car into just 1 hour, but Kaufman wanted Shifting Gears to be different. He thought each car deserved more time, so he made sure every car in Shifting Gears got at least 2 episodes. This way they could show more about each car and take their time to do things just right, making sure viewers really understood what they were doing. Fast and Loud and Shifting Gears also had big differences in the kinds of cars they liked to work on. At Archite Fabrication, Aaron Kaufman really liked old Ford pickup trucks, especially the Ford F-100 models. But Shifting Gears let him try out all kinds of projects, not just trucks. Aaron Kaufman's love for trying new things led him to make his own race cars, which made the show even more exciting. These race cars weren't just for looks. They were tested on the track to see how well they worked. They tested all sorts of vehicles, like a Harley motorbike and a dragster they made themselves. These exciting races, like the famous Race of Gentlemen, showed how smart Aaron Kaufman was at making cars that went really fast. Shifting Gears wasn't the first time Aaron Kaufman got into racing. Even when he worked at Gas Monkey Garage back in 2015, he joined 2 off-road races in the Super Truck Series at the Costa Mesa track in California. He didn't win the second race, but people noticed his racing style, which was different from what they were used to. While fans hoped for a 3rd season of Shifting Gears with Aaron Kaufman, he hasn't been sitting around waiting. He started a new TV show that brings something new to the Discovery Channel. With his usual charm, Aaron Kaufman introduces himself, saying, "I'm Aaron Kaufman and I need a job, dum dum dum." This catchy start kicked off his new TV show called Aaron Kaufman Needs a Job, which started in July 2019. It's different from other car shows, giving viewers something fresh and interesting to watch. In the past few years, Kaufman has been on a journey to become a better builder and learn more. He talks honestly about the hard parts and the good parts of making hot rods, giving viewers a close look at how car building works. From the excitement of finishing a build to the problems that come up along the way, Kaufman's journey is interesting and easy to relate to. But it's important to know that even though the show is called Aaron Kaufman Needs a Job, Kaufman isn't really looking for work. His successful business at Archite Fabrication shows how good he is at what he does. Instead, the idea behind Aaron Kaufman Needs a Job gives a new twist to regular reality TV. In this special show, Kaufman travels around the United States, trying out different jobs that involve machines. Each episode looks at a different job, showing what it's like to work in different mechanical fields. From seeing how these jobs work behind the scenes to trying them out himself, Kaufman's journey is both interesting and fun to watch, and you can learn a lot too. Even though Aaron Kaufman doesn't really need a job, his love for machines and his curiosity make him want to learn about all kinds of different jobs. Aaron Kaufman Needs a Job shows how much he cares about showing the important jobs that keep our world working well, even if they don't get much attention. But Kaufman's TV show isn't just about regular mechanic jobs. He also tries out some really exciting and dangerous jobs that get your heart pumping. For example, when he went to Nevada to fight wildfires, things were really intense and dangerous. In another exciting adventure, Kaufman worked with the crew of a tugboat in the busy port of Tacoma. Viewers got to see what it's really like to work in the tough world of maritime jobs. But Kaufman didn't stop there. He tried out lots of other jobs, showing how he can do different things and isn't afraid to try new stuff. In one episode, he worked in housekeeping at a Las Vegas hotel, showing how important this job is, even though people don't always notice it. And he also went back to what he knows best, helping fix and take care of military vehicles. Aaron Kaufman is famous for his work on TV shows like Fast and Loud, Shifting Gears with Aaron Kaufman, and his own shop, Archite Fabrications. But he's also done some exciting personal projects that show how good he is with cars. One project that got a lot of attention was when he tried to conquer the tough Pikes Peak in a special 1,963.5 Ford Falcon. For Kaufman, going to Pikes Peak wasn't just for fun. It was like a long vacation doing what he loved. He wanted to try new things and take on different car challenges, moving on from his time at Gas Monkey Garage. While Kaufman worked at GMG, he started fixing up a 1,963.5 Ford Falcon. He wanted to turn it into a strong hill climber with 500 horsepower. This showed how skilled and dedicated he was to pushing car limits. The big moment came when he chose to join the 100th Pikes Peak International Hill Climb race. Kaufman picked his Ford Falcon, with its powerful 500 horsepower engine, for this big challenge. After finishing the race and feeling the excitement of Pikes Peak, Kaufman surprised some people. He decided to sell the beloved Falcon and put it up for auction at Bring a Trailer. The highest bid was $65,000, but it's important to know that Kaufman had spent a lot, around $80,000 to $90,000, to build this amazing car. Many fans of Aaron Kaufman might wonder about his love life. Although he doesn't have a wife, he's been in a serious relationship with his girlfriend Lauren Moore Knob for a long time. They've been together since at least 2013. Aaron and Lauren often show up on each other's social media, giving glimpses of their life together. Some fans might remember seeing them together in a 2014 episode of Fast and Loud, where they shared a bit of their relationship. It's clear they live together and share their lives, taking care of their two cute dogs, Lola and Lizzie. These furry friends aren't just pets. They bring happiness and pride to Aaron and Lauren. Lauren especially loves pit bulls and proudly calls herself a dog mom to two of them. Her Instagram tagline boldly says, "Give me all the pit bulls." She even uses her Instagram bio link to support the Love Pit, a group that rescues and helps homeless pit bulls. Even though Aaron and Lauren are close and like the same things, they haven't hurried into getting married. They might not be the type to post super lovey-dovey captions on Instagram, but they do show their love with cute hearts and kiss emojis in the pictures they share of each other. Aaron Kaufman's adventure in the car world began when he was just 16, with a Jeep Cherokee. But his very first time driving was in a 1968 short-bed Ford F-100. Since those early days, he's come a really long way. In 2023, Aaron Kaufman has an amazing collection of cars with some really special builds. One of his favorites is his everyday car, a changed-up 2004 Ford F-150. He's still working on it, making changes to turn it into his perfect ride. Here's something interesting that not everyone might know. Aaron Kaufman helped out Daily Driven Exotics in making their incredible 1,200 horsepower twin-turbo Ferrari F12. This is one of the few times he's worked on a modern supercar, showing how good he is at all kinds of car work. We mostly know Aaron Kaufman from TV shows like Fast and Loud, Shifting Gears with Aaron Kaufman, and his own shop, Archite Fabrications. But it's important to mention that he also helped make his own show. This guy has a lot of talents and has made a big impact on the car world. Kaufman has also worked with famous tuners like Life Motorsport and Sierra Cars. He's known for making single-seat center cockpit recreational vehicles. He even tested one of them at Tough Pikes Peak a few years ago, showing how much he loves everything about cars. Before we finish talking about Aaron Kaufman's journey, let's answer a big question. How much is he worth now? Get ready for this. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Aaron Kaufman is one of the richest car mechanics in America, with a net worth of $8 million. But that's not the end of Kaufman's story. He's done lots of other things besides fixing cars. For example, he got into the Speed Energy Formula Off-Road Series. He drove a Toyota-sponsored truck at the Sand Sports Super Show in Costa Mesa, California. He also made his mark in motorsports by joining the 2018 Gymkhana 10 Ultimate Tire Slaying Tour. And we can't leave out Kaufman's absolute favorite car, an AC Cobra. It shows how much he really loves cars. Now we want to hear from you, fellow car fans. What do you think about Aaron Kaufman's car adventures? And what would you like him to do next? Tell us your thoughts, stories, and ideas in the comments below. And if you liked learning about Aaron Kaufman's car world, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cool updates about his amazing car journey. Thanks for being here with us. See you next time.